With SoundHound at nearly double digits, is $12 inevitable? I believe so, and in this video I'm going to give you 3 reasons why. But before we begin, this is not financial advice and is for entertainment purposes only. So SoundHound is the leading pure play voice AI company that is listed in the US. Not only is it a significant player in the automotive sector, it is becoming increasingly dominant in the QSR or quick service restaurant sector. In addition, SoundHound has recently begun moving to other traditional sectors such as insurance and retail. As if that wasn't enough, SoundHound is an innovator as well as an embracer of new technology. Realizing the potential of LLMs such as ChatGPT and Perplexity, it began integrating them into its existing voice AI offering earlier this year. On the revenue front, SoundHound is growing organically through customer growth and inorganically through acquisitions like Amelia. Whenever a new technology like voice AI arrives on the scene, it sometimes takes a bit of time before the market starts to notice. But once it does, institutions start building positions in the leading stocks, causing huge uplifts in valuation. And we saw this happen in 2020 with sectors like the electric vehicle sector, where stocks like NIO went up more than 20-fold in less than a year. Now, I'm not going to say SoundHound will do the same, but I definitely think that we're still in the first innings of the voice AI boom. And because SoundHound has the largest market cap in the sector with the strongest revenue growth, I think it's safe to say that it is undoubtedly the leader. And as with most sectors, you really can't go wrong by owning the leader. Now, the second reason why I'm bullish is that we are in the midst of a huge bull market and small caps are still underperforming the large caps. This chart shows the performance of the Russell 2000 price index, which is the orange line, relative to the NASDAQ 100, which is predominantly a large cap technology index. I think it's only a matter of time before this performance gap is closed. In fact, the Russell 2000 actually hit new all-time highs this week and is joining the bull market in earnest. Remember, SoundHound is a stock that is part of the Russell 2000 small cap index, so when the index does well, SoundHound should too. Tom Lee, the famous equity strategist, reckons we still have a long way to go in the current bull market.
It's a great question because, we have 2 back-to-back 20% years, and now investors are wondering how much good news is baked in. But if we look at the 2025 environment, it's a great setup because we have a new administration coming in that's maybe pro-animal spirits, a Trump put. We have a dovish Fed, and as you're pointing out, interest rates are kind of calming down after rising. And we know there's still $7 trillion of cash on the sidelines, and I think sentiment's coming back into check. You mentioned that before with the AAII numbers. So I think it's a good setup for investors. I wouldn't be too worried about the next 12 months. The market is still undecided whether to be long the Mag 7 or the cyclicals. I'm inclined to be more cyclical and bet even on small caps having a very big year next year.
Yeah. So Tom Lee likes small caps too. I guess great minds think alike. Anyway, the final reason why I like SoundHound as a stock is the chart. If we look at the weekly chart, it looks like SoundHound is forming a cup, which is a bullish candlestick pattern. This could either break out on its own or it can retrace first and then break out, which would make it a cup and handle breakout. Cup breakouts don't happen all that often, but an extreme example recently is Rocket Lab. Now, I say extreme because the cup in this case was very long. In fact, this cup took place over 3 years. But notice how there wasn't a retracement before the breakout. It just went straight up. Now, a more common pattern is the cup and handle breakout. It's basically like a cup, but we get a retracement before the stock actually breaks out in earnest. An example is Kavana from the end of last year. We have the cup followed by a retracement, which forms the handle, and soon after we get the breakout followed by much higher prices. Notice how this looks like a cup with a handle, hence the term cup and handle. We also saw this pattern play out in Palantir just a few months ago, with a steep handle forming after the cup, followed by a very sharp breakout. When it comes to SoundHound, we're basically at the neckline of this cup, and it's going to either break out without retracing or retrace and then break out. Whatever happens, I'm almost certain that we will reach $12 in the near future. This is because of the bullish reasons I've talked about in this video. How it gets there is harder to predict. I mean, if the stock retraces over the next few weeks and falls back to say the $7 range, it actually provides an attractive entry point for buyers. If it doesn't retrace and simply goes straight up, well, that's easy. We just need to hold on and enjoy the ride. So regardless of what happens, I will hold on to my existing position, which already forms a significant part of my portfolio. Alright, so let me know in the comments below what you think will happen to SoundHound going forward, and please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button for more SoundHound content. Thanks for watching and have a good weekend.